Hey you guys, I'm here with Brian Macker from Remax Advantage, and we're going to talk about what you can do to a home. Well, we've actually been talking about some of the things you can do to a home, but what's the payoff of doing all that to your home? Welcome, Brian.
Hi, thanks.
It's great to see you, and we're in a beautiful home,
Yep.
and I would take a guess that what they've done is worth it and has elevated the price of this home.
This home, if they hadn't have done anything, would be priced anywhere from $40,000 to $50,000 less.
That's a huge amount.
Huge amount. They've done some very cost-effective things in here that didn't cost them hardly anything, and it's been a great return on their investment.
Right, which is especially significant in this economy because, as Brian just said, they did not spend a lot of money. Let's talk about some of the things that they did do. We're leaning against some of my favorite kinds of granite.
Yes.
This particular pattern. I have it in my own home.
Oh,
in fact,
okay,
that's how much
okay.
I love this. But granite's expensive.
It is, and what they did, they're not in a neighborhood that supports a full granite kitchen. This home, so they just did one slab of granite and they did laminate countertops throughout the rest of the kitchen.
That's an excellent point. Now, what do you mean they're not in a neighborhood that supports full granite?
You always have to be careful about over-improving for the neighborhood you're in. So before you start a project, you should always consult a realtor to see what the values are doing in your particular
That's
neighborhood.
so significant because I actually do not live in a neighborhood either that would support total granite in my kitchen, but I did total granite, but I actually did tile, which is a little less than doing slab.
Most neighborhoods support tile granite, or at least one slab,
slab.
to do entire in a regular neighborhood is
it's just not worth it.
No,
not
at all.
You're putting all that into a $200,000 home, and if it's a $500,000 home,
That's
it better
different.
have slab granite,
There
right?
you go, absolutely.
Okay, so I kind of interrupted you, but I wanted to make that point because it was so important.
Yes.
So they did a slab here on the island, and then they did nice, was it Formica?
They did Formica countertops, and then they painted the cabinets with an upgraded white, antique whitish cabinets, and they made nice rollout cabinets, and they were able to get those at a great price, and it just made the kitchen very rich, along with stainless steel appliances.
Well, appliances, aren't they the number one thing in a kitchen?
They are, and a good upgrade is to do gas. Gas doesn't cost a whole lot extra, but boy, it just adds another richness again that you don't ordinarily see.
It sure does, and I noticed they have a wine refrigerator in their
And those
kitchen.
are only $200.
Yeah, which I always think they're like in the $1 million homes.
But everybody seems to be drinking wine, and it's just
all drinking wine
or
these days.
beer. But just a small wine refrigerator just adds a huge amount of richness to the home.
And value and perceived value. And I noticed also they changed out the hardware on all their cabinetry.
They did the brushed
chrome or nickel
handles on everything, and that just makes a big difference rather than just the regular wood. And those don't cost much. They're only like $1 each.
Yes.
It doesn't. In some of them, I've seen some houses. This one isn't one of them, where they can get them at an antique store, a whole batch of them, and it really riches the home up.
It really does. And this house, the people who did this home, she did it herself, or
All
she and her
of the
husband.
work we see, they've
which
done
is really,
themselves.
I have to say, I used to be a designer. I'm very impressed. I'd like to work with her. And one thing she did that I did not know was in vogue these days is she used a lot of color.
Color's selling.
Color is selling, you guys. Forget the white.
Yep. Forget
this
white
neutral.
on white, forget off-white or eggshell on white. Colors, earth tones, reds, golds, bronzes. I think I heard you saying earlier, bronze is the new in color.
That is, yeah. Oh, I heard that. I heard that on a national design program.
But it's true. The color, you only find color usually in big custom homes, and when you can bring it to the regular home, it sets it apart from all the other track homes that are out there.
What if I don't like that color?
Well, most of the time people can look right through it. Then they convince their husband, hey, let's redecorate our furniture. As we want to leave the old furniture behind, let's get new furniture.
Okay.
It works. I sell colored homes when they have richness of color way faster than a white home.
So basically, it is worth it. Doing interior design and doing some modifications to your home. Didn't you give me a dollar value at 60 cents, or you get X amount? More value?
You get typically home improvements give you around a 65-75% return on investment.
Wow.
Here in El Paso County, and that's through the National Association of Realtors. But kitchens, bathrooms, basements, windows, paint, those are generally almost always a one-for-one return.
Okay, wonderful, Brian. That's great information. There you have it. That's your list. Get busy on those kitchens, bathrooms, basements, etc. Thank you so much, Brian.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.